We will go through the pages and see all the icons you have on the screen and the shortcuts that take them. So first of all, we will start by the main map. In the main map, you have the speed on top to hide or show the menu bar. So when you're hiding the menu bar, the full screen becomes map. If you turn it back, then you have the functions on the menu bar. On the right hand side of the screen, you have the percentage of the zoom. Now it's 100%, means that the image you're seeing is exactly what the map represents as it is. You can zoom in or zoom out, so you enlarge or shrink the image according to the zoom. The three other icons you have on the right hand side are in the center, the list of maps that have the same position, which means that any of those maps contain our position now. If you click on the map plus, you will search for a more detailed map than this one. This is a satellite image, or a less detailed map like the one we were before, or maps with a higher scale, which means less resolution. We'll go to the next page, which is the moving map page. On this page you have the coordinates in degrees and minutes, and also in UTM. You also have the number of satellites that are in reach and the altitude of our position. Underneath you will have the bars of satellite reception. The longer the bars and the more the bars, the better the position. Under that you will have the toolbars for the tracks, waypoints, routes, and create routes. We will go over this later on. On the left hand side you'll still have the speed. To increase or decrease brightness, in this case we are in 100%, so we only can decrease. And remember then we can go back to 50% or 100%. So whenever we want to dim the brightness, we can even go to 10%, which is the minimum brightness, but we could go back to 50% or 100% in 2 touches. Next page is for navigation of a single waypoint. So we have the list of waypoints. We can have this list in 3 ways. The order is made for distance, date, or name. So this is in alphabetic order. This is in distance according to our position, or if we have not the reception according to the pointer. And the last is the date, which means the creation of that waypoint. It is from the newest to the oldest waypoints. So you will have here the date of creation of those waypoints. This list allows you also to show the waypoint in its position by clicking on it and on map, to go to edit the position of that waypoint or the name, to delete it from the list or to save the waypoint separately from the rest. Anything you can modify here has to be saved or exit without saving. Under that, you have a waypoint forward, a waypoint backwards, which means that when you're navigating a route, you can shift forward or backward on the route to the next or to the previous waypoint. And if you're navigating whether a waypoint, single waypoint, or a route, you can stop the navigation. In this page, we have exactly the same as in the previous one, but for a route, which means a set of waypoints linked together and that made in order to go from the start to the finish of a route. This is the odometer page. You have two odometers that rely on the reception of the GPS, which means that it works like a trip counter, but it doesn't rely on transmission or on the wheel diameter. You can switch it on, switch it off, both separately, and go back to zero with any of them. You can also have the roadbook page where you have the waypoint you're pointing, the distance to that waypoint always in straight line, the position, in this case in degrees and minutes. It can be changed to degrees, minutes and seconds, and a third odometer, different from the previous one, which can be turned on or off also. Sorry, this is on, this is off, obviously, and turn off to 0. And the last page with map is the compass, where you can select a waypoint, make a go-to, and then once you are moving, you will see your heading and the theoretical heading you will have to follow, the waypoint you're pointing and the distance to that waypoint.